What's going on, people? You right, Richard?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I thought you wasn't coming on.
Yeah, mate. I've never used this browser before. I'm on, kind of Yahoo. So, yeah, it took me a while to get going, but here now.
It's fine. You're here now. Hello, everyone. What's going on, people? It's Mr. Back again with a preview. This is Richard from Hudderfield fan. If you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe and like if you know. I do apologise, people have not been on for a while. I've been busy so much with work. But we're back with a preview, Forest v Huddersfield. Before we do start, Richard, what's your name of your channel?
Yeah, so our podcast is called Andy Takes That Chance, which is kind of a bit of iconic commentary when we won in the playoff final at Wembley in 2017. And yeah, pretty much since then it's been downhill from there, really. But but you'll be glad to know that Derby lost again, won't you? So there's always some.
I know. Was about to mention that.
I know.
Was about to mention that. If there's any Derby fans in here, please don't hate because I'm just smiling at the moment because you lost and you're almost in the bottom three. So where shall we start, Richard? Let's talk about the game at your place when you beat us 2-0, comfortable. Talk about the game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're early doors. It were August. Fraser Campbell did something that he doesn't do much. He scored a worldie of a goal. But I thought you were really poor on the night.
Really poor.
You could see the early signs of, I don't know, obviously ended up being a managerial change in the end. But yeah, our season's been really poor as well. But it's, I want under any illusions, really. I'm grateful for the win. But I mean, August, God, it seems a long time ago, especially with COVID and stuff. And not even getting back in the ground. I mean, yeah, it's gutting, really, because honestly, Nottingham is my favourite away day easily.
Is it?
It's such a great. Honestly, that South Bank bar's had so much of my wage over the years. Honestly, I'd gone in there like I've left. I think you were beating us once 4-0 at half time on a Tuesday night. I went to South Bank bar second half, man.
That was 6-1, wasn't it? 6-1.
Yeah, that's good, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, 6-1.
Love Nottingham, mate. I mean, I always go to cricket at Trent Bridge as well, so love it down there. So you've got some great bars and stuff. It's a great city. It's a great sporting city. I like ice hockey as well, so I'll go watch Panthers quite a bit when I play Sheffield and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of gutting not to be there tomorrow. But again, like last year, we didn't, we couldn't get in the ground, and yeah, it's a bit flat in it really. We're not being able to get in there.
Yeah. So as you know, your form it's been up and down, just like Forest. I don't want to. Like I said, you beat us 2-0 at your place, and let's talk. I don't want to mention it, like that Norwich game. You're absolutely wallowed. 7-0. Like, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, disaster. I mean, we played Brentford a few days before, and we played really well. To be fair, we used a lot of energy, but it was almost like to me that we kind of chucked the game because we played. The team selection was a bit odd, and it was almost like just waving the white flag before we'd started, and that's didn't go down well with the supporters. But honestly, I were at half time at the 5, and I were honestly, if you'd have told me 7, I would have snapped the hand off at that. That's how pathetic we were, and we're in a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. Well, luckily that Rotherham bad Derby. Although Derby, I've just looked at their fixtures. You never know, do you? But I think they've got Sheffield Wednesday home the last day, and I think they've got another kind of winnable game as well. But it's an awful slog really for us. A lot of injuries, key players. It's just a season to forget, honestly, if we can just scrape up. But it's really weird your form, because I was looking at that as well. Because you're 4 unbeaten, aren't you? You've kind of had a little bit of a renaissance, but before that, you were as bad as ours. And your season. You'd be glad to get rid of it as well, won't you? Just put it in the dust. It's been awful, hasn't it, really?
Yeah. I'm talking about your manager, like I said, when he got, what's his name? Is it Carlos? Is it
Carlos Cobran, yeah, Spanish.
Yes, when, in my opinion, as a Forest fan, when you pointed him, I just thought to myself, I don't think you should have gone for him. And that's just my opinion. I thought you should have got a manager who's championship experience. I don't think you should have got rid of Wagner, because I thought he was a good manager in my opinion. But what's your opinion on the manager so far this season?
Well, if you'd have asked me when we were singing Old Lang Syne and saying goodbye to 2020, I would have said fantastic. We were 10th. We were playing some nice football. But 2021's been a disaster. We've won 2 in 20, which Yeah, I think Wayne Rooney's won 1 in 10. I was looking at earlier actually as well. So
in Rooney we trust. In Rooney we trust.
Normally stuff like that gets you sacked, but the chairman's come out today actually with a kind of a little bit of a write-up backing him really. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting at the moment. It's kind of a 50-50 with the support base, but I think we had a bit of an identity before. But we played some nice football against you. We've had some big wins really. Surprising wins. We beat Watford at home, which I mean, to be fair, again they were had an off day and their manager got sacked after the game. So I think that shows that we beat Swansea, which were the most amazing performance surprise ever. We beat them 4-1. It was just incredible because it's been drab pretty much, and then all of a sudden this happened. But it's there doesn't seem to be much spirit in the camp. The problem that we've got is we've got a lot of players that are out of contract at the end of the season, and there's a lot of players who've stayed with us on the Premier League money who'll know that they can't get the money same anywhere else. So we're stuck with guys to the end of the season. Someone like Alex Pritchard is a great example.
I got to mention, how's he been playing so far?
You what, sorry?
How's he been playing, Pritchard?
He's not been playing that. Yeah, played. He's hardly had an influence. He's easily, in my lifetime, been the most disappointing Huddersfield Town signing. I think there's I think so, because obviously it's not all about price tag, because he were like, I think 11 million or 40 million. It was something ridiculous. We overpaid him, but he was a top player, man. If you speak to any Norwich people, or you were on loan at Brentford, even Tottenham, kind of as a youth, this guy was electric. And to be honest, when he first came, it was when we were in the Premier League. One of his first few games, he was absolutely brilliant, and it looked like we got a bit of a coup. And then you're thinking, okay, we've gone down, but this guy should be at this level, lighting up the Championship, and he's to be absolutely drab. But I know, end of the season, his contract's up. He'll go somewhere else and he'll smash it, man. He will do that.
Is his contract up?
Yeah, it's up, and
wow.
Yeah, QPR have been linked with him kind of often in the window, but I don't think they'll pay kind of his wages. But obviously, he's going to be on a free at the end of the season. We've got a lot of dead wood, but the fans have lost the faith in the club. Really, the club and Huddersfield Town and its fans were at such a strong bond, especially when we had the promotion season in the first season when we stayed up against our odds, and that's gone, man. It's really sad, and the chairman's not well liked.
What's been happening? What's been happening, so people know?
Yeah, well, obviously our chairman that we had for 10, 11 years, he left at the end of the Premier League relegation, and we've got another guy in charge now who, to be fair, has had to pick up a real tough proposition, because I think a lot of people don't realise that, because they say, what's happened to Huddersfield Town? Because obviously we had the Premier League money for 2 years, but the owner who that was there before, he's got his money back. He's £60 million we have to pay him back out of our parachute bid, which, to be fair, is deferred a little bit because of COVID and stuff. So he's helped us out, but I think a lot of people that don't kind of know the intricacies of our club is like, where's all this money gone? But mate, there's not many clubs that'll come down from Premier League. It's got to pay 60 million to an old owner, and that's killed us. And the signings has been poor. And obviously we had Danny Cowley last season, and it sounds like
I don't like him.
No, I'm not a big fan, mate. And
the only reason, because when we came to your ground last season, and you beat us 2-1. I know, like Cowley, he likes to play aggressive.
Yeah,
and I think the way, like, football teams play different there, but the way he come across, like, I think he got him from Lincoln, and then it's just the way he come across with stuff. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the way.
No, I mean, I'm not a fan, mate, but you could have your bad irony for us. We could end up going down, and Portsmouth could pass us on the way up. I mean, for Danny Cowley and his brother,
Huddersfield won't go down. I don't think Huddersfield will go down.
How sweet. No, I think obviously it's been like a developing story, as they say on the news, but Rotherham last night were interested. Obviously, they won on Tuesday night against QPR, but last night Coventry beat them well, to be fair. But then they're playing Birmingham on Sunday, which is not a massive game, but they're playing 4 games in 8 days. What have they got left in the tank? But the trouble is, you shouldn't be talking about other teams and favours and stuff. You should be thinking, like tomorrow, no offence, but your season's done. We need to win. But
you know what? It was funny, right? This was funny, right? Because I looked at the league table, and if you lot win, I think you lot are guaranteed. I won't say you're guaranteed safe, but you can say you are safe championship. But if we win, I think we're guaranteed safely. But it's a weird one. It's a weird one because I want Derby to get relegated. I want Derby to. I don't want to play them no more because I'm sick and tired of them. I'm sick and tired of the fans. And if there's any fans watching here, that's to you, Derby. It's a tough one. Like, you need to win, but would you be happy with a point tomorrow, or do you think you need to get 3 points?
Yeah, I think I'd be happy with a point, to be honest, because you're on kind of decent form and that as well. But the trouble is with this COVID football, we know fans, and it's very hard to kind of feel any passion for it, really, and that as well. It was interesting today when I've seen on the telly that they're going to put the Premier League season, games back a couple of days so they can get 10,000 fans in. But there's going to be no away fans. So to me, yeah, it'd be great, people are back in and what have you, but you need them away fans in for that.
100%.
And if that don't come back next season, it's because they're going to be cautious with it all out. It'd be crap, mate, wouldn't it? If like we go to Nottingham and we can't get in there, and it'd just be silence if we scored and stuff. It's rubbish, man. That's not football, is it? But
no,
I don't know. It's a weird one. I suppose asking you, it's an interesting. Well, where are you at with everything at the moment? So is there going to be a big clear out in the summers? You going to get the chance to reshape the squad? What are you short of? Because I look at your team and it's kind of like, I don't know, veterans, but there's some guys in there that have kind of played there for a bit, like Grabber.
The thing about Forest, like I said, we've got a big squad. We've got a massive squad.
Yeah.
And there is going to be players that be moving on. Players like especially the defenders. I don't know, but even one of your favourites, Hefner, Michael Hefner.
Oh,
he's not played for Forest for 2 years.
Oh,
2 or 3 years. People in the comments, remember Michael Hefner? Because I know when Forest signed from Hefner, I remember Hudderfield fans were saying he's a fantastic player.
Oh man, he'll never have to buy a bit of Nottingham to get him. It's brilliant. But
yeah, look, you know what? I think he needs it, but I know he's had a bad experience off the pitch.
Yeah.
But since then, I think it's been 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Forest are trying to get rid of him. I know he's on a big wage. But
same with a lot of our guys. They don't want to move, man, do they? Because there's no one who'll pay him that money there now with COVID.
So it's a strange one. Like Hefner, he's definitely gone.
Yeah. How far are you away, would you say, from having a push for playoffs next season? Are you a million miles away? Is there a lot of work needs doing? How far do you think?
We've been saying this for the last 23 years. Last 23 years, we've been saying this. It's our year, it's our season, it's our year. And you know what? When the season comes back next season, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say anything because it's just like with all Forest fans, especially the younger fans, they want us to be in the Premiership. We all want us, but as you know, this league is not easy. It's not easy at all, and it is difficult. But with Houghton, as everyone knows, he'll definitely want to bring his players in. I don't think, like last season, we brought in 14 players, and we're not going to do that again.
No.
There's no chance. And we're definitely going to bring at least 3 or 4 players, not maybe 5.
Yeah,
but I don't want to say. I'm not going to say we're going to go up next season because as Forest fans know, this season's so hard to do. Just tomorrow's game, like what players has been a key player for you this season?
Well, he's been injured since December, to be honest with you. We might see him on the bench tomorrow and even getting 20 minutes. Josh Karoma. It's a bit of a weird one, really. So this guy he couldn't get in our team last season. He went on run to Rotherham and couldn't even get in their team. And all of a sudden, it's been like a revelation. So Corbyn's kind of turned him into a real kind of maverick player. He scores goals. He takes players on. He's a really key player for us. So that's where kind of Corbyn, in my opinion, has got some credit in the bank because there's some of these players he has made better players. So, yeah, he's one of them, that as well. But the trouble is we've got so many injuries. We signed Dwayne Holmes from Derby, who's been absolutely awful. He was terrible.
He is awful.
I don't know why we signed him, mate, because it's such a comfy move for him coming back to Huddersfield. 3-year contract. Mate, he scored a great goal against Swansea, but he's done nothing. And we signed a guy from Cardiff, Danny Ward, who used to play for us before.
Yeah.
And there's talk of Jordan Rhodes already signing for next season, coming back. But the trouble is, these guys are not hungry, in my opinion, mate. We've had them before. They're comfy. They're coming back to us, comfy deals, 3 years. Not they're not hungry players for me, and this is the problem. For us, I like to see guys because we signed a couple kind of guys from because Koroma came from Leyton Orient. We've got another guy called Sorba Thomas from Boreham Wood. Is like got it on the levels below, but give me some players who give a damn than what we've had from the Premier League. People like Isaac and Benza, shocking. Diakabi, mate. I don't even dare even mention.
Don't mention him. Don't mention it.
He's gone now, but we've bought some absolute filth, man.
Don't mention Diakabi, Nottingham Forest fans. He was absolutely shocking.
Oh, man, he chipped above a ball. I saw that video in one of your games when he ran the road.
He was awful for Nottingham Forest. He came on loan last season and in January, and he's got to be one of the worst players to have in the Forest shirt. I've just seen a comment about you've got another ex-Forest player from Marley FCC Vlogs, Richie Keown.
Oh, mate.
Another ex-Ram. And Forest fans, please don't swear because I know how much you hate this guy. What's he done since he's come on?
I asked some comment when we signed him because I'm just thinking, what are we doing here? Bringing in like a 34-year-old from MK Dons and obviously all the history that come with him. And to be honest, last week against Rotherham, he's probably our best player and he nearly even scored. But mate, he's meant to be like experienced and it's kind of divided opinion with the fans. Some people think he's done all right, but like we've got some experienced centre halves, but really slow on pace. And if you remember the game last year in the lockdown when we came back and went to your place, you absolutely smashed us 3 or 4. I think it was, wasn't it? We had Bakuna got sent for nearly taking someone out, didn't it? And,
was it 3-1?
Yeah, I think it might have been 3 or 4, but you beat us easily. But yeah, no, Keogh, never. What I don't get is like we had a lot of experienced centre halves kind of anyway, so I don't know why we brought him in. And I'm not a fan of his. And can you imagine if we could get it ground tomorrow, the stick he'd get there.
Listen to me, you get so much stick. That's why he's look at Keown is not. There's no fans at the seat ground. So but
when you're signing guys like him, mate, you're questioning the kind of the powers that be. It's just like what Keogh's going to be buzzing because he come from MK Dons, a league down, probably on more money. It's like, where do I sign up? But yeah, honestly, it's the January window. He came in. We had a few others. We signed a guy called Sonogo from. He's been out of contract. We signed 2 out of contract players. And Niasse, I don't know if you remember him, a guy from Everton, but obviously he's out of contract. He slipped on training ground the first training session, and he looks like he's out for season. He's never going to kick a ball for us. Sonogo's lacerated his foot, so he's not going to play. This is how the season's gone, mate. Just honestly, it's just put it to bed,
It's a weird one. Like I said, the thing, like, if I look at it, I'll be happy with a point tomorrow because it's a point for Huddersfield, and I don't want Derby to Derby lost today. As people don't, if people don't know, Derby lost, and Rotherham got 2 games in hand. They've got a game against. Is it Birmingham on Sunday?
Yeah, and then I think they play Barnsley. Yeah,
Barnsley, and they've got Brentford as well.
Yeah, they've got
Brentford as well. So I don't know. I'll take a point, but that's it. Last one, Richard. What is your prediction for tomorrow?
You know what? I had the COVID jab yesterday, and I said to our guys on our group today, I says, I think we're going to win. And he says, have they given you the wrong jab? Is it kicking in with some strange things and that as well? But I don't know. I've got a feel we're going to win, and based on absolutely zilch, to be fair, mate. But it's just, you know what football's like. When you kind of expect the worst, you kind of surprises happen. But I must admit, I've said all this before. I kind of did a bit of research on you guys, and you're in kind of decent nick, aren't you, really? So it's, I mean, going back to what you said earlier, I would definitely take a point. But I just think you're on the beach. Well, you can't even go out of the country now, can you? But you're in the, I don't know, you're in the South Bank bar having your beers. So you should be, obviously, outside table service and mass on and what have you. But yeah, no, it's, I'd be happy with a point. But yeah, it's, again, a lunchtime kickoff, I hate them as well.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I really do.
No, mate, I agree with you on that as well. And then I'm sick of iFollow as well, like probably everyone else. Are you?
We've got Forest TV now, so we don't use iFollow anymore. Yeah, we've got a channel. So
who's your summarising stuff? You got like an old legend commentating and stuff. Who's your?
We've got it's not Radio Nottingham. We've got
Right. Yeah.
Colin Frey and who's the other guy? I forgot the other guy's name. Steve Sutton.
Steve Sutton.
Yeah, ex-Forest goalkeeper. Again, I'm going to let you go, Richard, but thank you for taking time to come on. I got worried. The time was ticking like, he's not here yet.
I know, we're downloading Opera browser to automatically last minute download.
And it was funny, like, when those coming out, I thought, oh, here he is. But that's why I couldn't go back. So it's fine. But like I said, if people want to subscribe to the channel and it takes that chance, the link is below. But Richard, thank you very much for taking your time.
Shame I can't be there tomorrow like everyone else, but it's I dream of going back over that bridge and putting on my Nottingham accent to get a beer in that. No colours.
But Richard, thank you very much for coming on. And hopefully, some tears for after tomorrow's game.
Brilliant. All the best.
All the best, dude. Cheers, dude.
Cheers, mate.
Right, so that's Richard. He's a Huddersfield fan. Like I said, his link is below. People, before I do go, what is your prediction for tomorrow's game? I'll wait till tomorrow because I'm back again to do my watch along tomorrow. I think I'll be by myself because Craig is back to work. As everyone knows, Craig, he's a barber, so he's working. Martin, he's on a night tonight, so he'll be tired from his night shift. So I'll be with my brother, I hope, and we're going to have opinion about the game as well. So that will start at 12:15 tomorrow. What else is there? The review. I'm doing a review as well at 9 o'clock. I will have Matchday Max will be with me and another Forest fan as well, Mr. Marriott. So that's going to be exciting. That starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow. If you are new to my channel, please do hit the like button if you can. Subscribe if you are new. My target is 3,700. And like I said, what is your prediction for tomorrow's game? If there's any questions here before I do go, I've not been on here for quite. I've been working a lot, so I do apologise for not coming on my channel. It's just been really busy. But yeah, people, thank you for watching. Like I said, don't be late. The link is below if you want to get ready for my watch along tomorrow. That starts at 12:15 with my brother. But yeah, people, Derby lost. Let's celebrate. Let's have a little. I got my water to celebrate. But yeah, hopefully I'll see everyone tomorrow. Up the bloody Forest. You Reds.